Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong! Last time we broke free of the slab, lest we be God damn it. Last time we broke free out of the slab to avoid suffering by the hands of their curse, and then we made our way over here to a different prison. Because I guess this place has two prisons. I mean, it is a big kingdom after all, so you kind of need two prisons to keep track of everyone, but still, kind of ridiculous. Anyway, this prison is considerably more gross than the other one, but we're gonna power through it anyway this time because, well, we're here. We may as well, you know? This is the Hollow Knight way. If you're in the area, you might as well explore it. So we already talked to Chakra, already gotten the map for this place. Oh, we can reach this. I thought we couldn't. You could just barely reach that with a dash. Very cool, okay. That is 20 rosaries for us, and not a single one of those got lost for once. Alright, so we had quite a hairy visit going through this room and almost dying and being left with one mask for so long. And then we met two guys up here who gave us a fetch quest to go kill a bunch of the bugs down below in the entrance room, so we're gonna start off by doing that. And unfortunately, yeah, it's not gonna be the most exciting start to this episode, but don't worry, we'll get plenty of exploration in going forwards. I feel like I say that like every video. I guess every video on this channel is not the most exciting video, but don't worry, it gets better later, trust! That's how it's been going so far. Okay, why do I have an orb here? I felt like the guy down below, the prisoner, he needs a simple key to unlock his cell, but for some reason I put the orb here. Maybe I didn't have the map at that time? Let me move that. Also, I don't know why I'm calling it an orb. Oh, maybe I just never went into here? No, I've been here before. I don't know. I don't know why I put the map marker where it was, but I sure did. I sure did do that. Alrighty. Hello, sir. Let's get to killing. Gotta go this way. Oh, I should switch my crest. I've been meaning to do that. I still have the hunter's crest on from last time, and I haven't changed that. I think you can attack the ones in the cage, but I don't really want to because, okay, we gotta start using our tools against these guys. Make it less annoying. There we go. Perfect. Because I think then, yeah, the roach guts that we're after for the fetch quest is gonna be trapped inside there. Oh, I can't hit them anyway. Never mind. Silk skill? Okay, the silk skill hits them. I'm not gonna slowly whittle that guy down with the freaking silk skill. There's so many more things I could be doing with my life right now than that. There's also so many more things I could be doing with my life than playing this freaking fetch quest. Have I complained about them enough? I probably have. Wake up! Come down! Oh, okay, sure. Okay! Got it, I got it. You guys are proud to be a part of this fetch quest, and me insulting it, or complaining about it, has been very annoying for you all, and you all want to kill me for that, but that's no reason to be such a freaking dick about it. Alright, there we go. Roach guts. No room to use the silk skill on this guy anymore. Yeah, there's only 3 of those guys in this room that you can fight, though I think there are more in another direction. But you need a total of 10, I want to say. I sure hope it's 10. I hope it's not any more than 10. If it's any more than 10, then count me out of this. Alrighty, okay, that's you. Okay, we got another dude up here. I have triggered both of them at the same time. That sucks. Okay, sucks a little less now, but only marginally so. Let me just pick this up. Hope you don't mind. Oh, he didn't mind. He dodged away. Where are you trying to dodge away from, fucking idiot? There we go. Now, is there a secret thing up here? No, can't access that cage. We can still hit it and dislodge a bunch of dust. You can also anger this guy in this cage. Oh dear. Oh dear. They always have such long range with their swipes. I never expect it. Alright, there we go. Here's the trap for you. Oh, I got both of them. Okay. Wait, does that mean I can use the... Oh, I kind of can. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't drop the roach guts. They thought of that. Alright. So I guess these guys are roaches? They seem more like dogs to me, but, you know... There's only so many ways you can interpret an insect in this game without just turning them into a different animal altogether, so it's understandable. You know, they're roaches, but they act like dogs. Sure, we'll go with that. I mean, hey, The Witcher calls the freaking horses roaches, right? Like, The Witcher, Geralt's main horse is called his roach, right? I'm not sure why. I don't know anything about the Witcher series. Hey! I couldn't see that guy! Oh my god, are there really only 3 to fight per room? So that means you have to go back and sit at the bench to respawn them and get them back again. Actually, I think there are more elsewhere in Sinner's Road. I guess we could just go get those guys, but still, kind of annoying how, like, it feels like you have to grind for this one, especially compared to the others where you could just kind of go through an area, kill the enemies, and naturally obtain all the stuff you need. I forget what's down here. Let's go check this out. Ah, now I see why I forgot. It's a useless tool I'll never use. Yeah, increases damage taken, also increases damage dealt by the needle. I like how it begins with increases damage taken. I mean, some people might want to start with the bad news, but still, it's like, put this on and the damage you take is increased, yay! So it's a damage buff in exchange for taking more damage yourself. Like, I get this, I get having a kind of risk-reward item like this, but, you know, on your first playthrough, this is absolutely useless, and honestly, I might not use it very much on this playthrough just because, I don't know, I don't really trust myself and my skills at this game yet to be able to confidently wear that. I might do it some other time later on in a future video, but I think for now, I'll pass. I'm taking enough damage as is, you know? I suppose if you find that in the mid-game when you have more health, maybe you'll be more willing to equip it. But yeah, that was one of those tools that, like, I took a look at its description and I was like, nope! Never using this! Another useless tool to add to the pile. If I may say, we haven't gotten very far with the tools yet, so I probably shouldn't talk completely about this yet, but overall, I find that the tools, like the charms, the passive effect ones, I find that they're overall kind of worse than the first game. That, like, at least there's a lot more bad ones. That's the best way I can describe it. Because, like, I felt like with the first game, almost every single charm in that game had a place. Whereas with this game, there's a few of these charms that I could never see myself using. But of course, I'll give my full opinion on them after I've played the game more, found more of them, and actually used more of them as well. Because, you know, I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, shouldn't judge a charm by its item description. That especially. Especially for Silksong, because, yeah. Okay, there's a big treasure chest up there. If only I had a double jump, then I could reach that. What a shame. Instead, I have to take the platform. Oh! It's fine. We're okay. We're only muck-maggoted. That's fine. It's fine. I'm only unable to heal and losing silk rapidly as we speak. Except, wait, I just recharged one from silk. Okay, so here's an advantage to having, what is this called? Weave Light. It actually regenerates the silk faster than the maggots can take it away. That's good to know. Ooh, we got a big beefy dude up here. So this guy naturally deals 2 damage per hit, and he's got a number of different attacks. So he can swing around himself like that. He can charge ahead. Okay, somehow got caught in that. He can charge ahead. Actually, I think that's all he can do. You know what I was saying about him having a number of different attacks? Yeah, he's, that number is 2. I mean, it is a number of different attacks. Just, you know, not as many as you'd think or expect. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, his top side is guarded. Apparently, metal spikes poking out of your back equals defense. That does make sense. There are some other enemies in this game that operate that way, so, you know. It's not exactly the most nonsensical thing in the world. I'm good. I'm good. What are you worried about? I'm fine. I'm okay. Everything's all fine. Everything's all fine and good. Everything's all fine and dandy. Just gotta make the bounces Yep. See, everything's fine. Everything's okay. I'm not stressed out. Won't give you that idea. Hey, rosaries! We have enough for the simple key now. Finally. Okay, let's not lose these. Oh, that would be the worst. Okay, we got a dude down below. I wish I could have the curve claw go down. That would be a really neat thing to add to the tool so you can hit enemies below you like this, but I understand that might be a bit over the top powerful. But hey, nothing wrong with being powerful, right? It is a single player game after all. Oh god. Oh god. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do? Okay, we're fine. Just have to hit you 5 times, and then I can heal. Everything will be okay. Everything will be just fine. Just dandy. Like the world from the flower. Okay, good. I was about to make a funny Dandy's World reference for some reason. Wouldn't have been funny, but I mean, it would have been a reference to Dandy's World, so that's something, right? Okay, if there is one more of you in this room, then that means you can get all 10 roach guts from unique enemies, and you don't have to sit on the bench to respawn them. It's still easier for you to, because this is a very dangerous location, but yeah. Okay, there should be one more. Yes, indeed there is. Okay, I'll get that set up. I'll set that going. Oh my god! There it is, that's all 10. Okay, honestly, that quest was completed pretty painlessly, and it gave me an excuse to explore more. Alright, maybe I don't hate it as much as I thought I did. How do I get up there is the question. Oh, I climb. Simple enough. Now, let's hit you with this. You are defensed while you're rolling, which makes sense. You got the spikes on all sides during that state. And I can at least bounce off of you, even if it doesn't deal any damage, to kind of, like, help me get to the other side of you. On my first playthrough, when I explored Sinner's Road like this in Act 1, because I did, like, I'm basically recreating the route I took in my first playthrough. However, I had not fought Willow yet. I had not found the way to free Bellheart, which means I had the base needle going through here, and these enemies took so many hits to die. It was very annoying. I could tell that it was kind of, this was like a you're not supposed to be here yet type area, but damn it, I was determined to get through anyway. And in the end, I did. Took a bit of frustration, but in the end, I made it there. I have to say, so far playing through this game again, haven't really gotten angry at it a single time. We'll see if that changes, though. the game has plenty of chances to make me angry all over again. Ah, okay. Why does that deal 2 damage? I touched the top of his spikes and that deals 2 damage? What spikes everywhere else in the game only deal 1? These rusty spikes right here that would give you tetanus in real life deal 1 damage. That guy's spikes deal 2. Sure, whatever you say, Team Cherry. Team Cherry ate too many double cherries from 3D World, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's kill you. They were seeing double making this game. Alright, bam. Climb up. Uppies, please. I think uppies is optional. Is it? Okay, we're getting a little more putrid green. I don't know if I like the looks of that. I'm gonna heal? Okay, we're good. It's just one of these guys. He has an item on him. You can see it attached to his back there. Ah, okay. For some reason, I have a really hard time telling the difference between their charge attack and their swing around attack, even though they do have completely different tells. I don't know. Simple key? I didn't think I would get one in this area. That's pretty cool. Okay. Okay, very cool, very nice. I don't know why I'm going all high-pitched like this. At some point, I gotta make my way back to the beginning. In fact, I might want to do that right now, considering what's coming up, and then I can also stop by the 2 guys who gave me the side quest and get the reward from them, whatever it might be. In fact, I'm actually gonna guess at what it might be. Based on a faint memory I have, might be a memory locket. I did not mean for that to fit so well with, like, I think I might be able to remember. I have a faint memory of it being a memory locket, but it just did. It worked out that way. Okay, I want to avoid going through this room, honestly, because I know what's coming next. And yeah, I think backtracking is in order first. Unfortunately, I believe equipped as we are right now, there's no way to easily connect down to the bottom. Yeah, you can't go in here just yet, so we're gonna have to wait on this for a while. I've been away for a while, but I'm back to kick some butt in Wild Canyon. Oh no, okay. It's just a little flea, dude, what's the big deal? Okay, I think this is somewhere new though. This is somewhere I would like to go before we backtrack. Drop on you, get the drop on you! Oh, okay. Not only was I hitting upwards, so it wasn't really a drop, but it also didn't harm you at all. Oh, it's another one. Okay, you know what? I'd rather not destroy these guys more than necessary. I just broke some of that cage. Hopefully the rest doesn't come apart and I don't have to fight that guy. That would not be very fun. I'd rather not fight this guy more than I have to. What is going on over here? Sir? What are you? Oh, it's more of you guys. Okay, I thought it was an NPC doing something weird, you know? Alright, anyway. Let's get you going. How are you not dead? Was that the different one? Okay. I see how it is. I see how we're doing things. Okay, I see. Come down. You're dancing in your grave. Come down. This isn't how the words go at all, but I'm still singing it anyway. Boss? No, but this thing lit up. Okay. Oh, it's a bench. What, the bench just formed itself? I am very confused. Okay. Oh, boss. Boss time. Just kidding. He's friendly.
saw you. I saw what you did. Strong you are, mistress. Small but so deadly. And your scent well-aged. You have come to claim me, and I am yours.
We're moving way too fast here, buddy.
I am your humble slave.
I've no interest in mastery over you, sir. If my slaying of these creatures aided you, it was merely by chance. Farewell. If I helped you, then it was a coincidence. Goodbye. Wow, very rude, Hornet. I'm just kidding.
Farewell? No, the strong claim the weak, and the weak must serve. I am yours, my mistress, and you must protect me. See what I have built here, prepared for the coming of my mistress, my powerful mistress. While you are away hunting, I will grow you something good, but the work takes time. Return to me soon, and you may have what I grow.
Sure thing, sir.
A slave must feed his mistress. Morsels will I grow. While you hunt, I am working. Always.
I suppose we're gonna have to leave a mark on the map. Oh, wait, the game's already done that. Oh, wait, no, it hasn't. I suppose we're gonna have to leave a mark on the map and come back whenever he has something prepared. Whatever the hell he's talking about. I'm gonna sit at the bench one more time, just in case he kills me. Alright, but farewell! Do you say anything if I use the needle in? He probably does. Nice singing voice, buddy. This is our precious life, nest haven, old lost, fresh wounds. The weak must serve. Seek and hide. Our nest, our haven. Okay, sure thing, buddy. The Dreamnail dialogue in Hollow Knight was a little more, like, developed and written out, whereas in this game, the Needle-in dialogue is told in a lot more fragments than, kind of like how it works with Dreamnailing enemies in the first game, so it's kind of harder to understand what NPCs are saying, and so I found myself less compelled to use it overall. I was gonna try using the Needle-in in combat there, but sure, I guess he could just die. Alright, how about with this guy? As he comes down... Ah, that's his trance. Oh, and you see that? There's white lines going off of him up diagonally. Oh god, okay, he does not stay in it forever. That is good to know. So that's what happens if you play the Needle-in near an enemy. They will get stunned, and I think if you stop playing the Needle-in, they will remain stunned. So you can kind of use that to prevent their attacks and get your own hits in. It's pretty cool. And I will have to try that on another enemy in a different area, so I can show a little something about that strand coming off his head. You know, his Ted. In the meantime, let's backtrack, talk to these guys, free that prisoner, and then return the side quest. How dank and fetid are these ancient roads, sister. My delicate whiskers are nearly overcome by the stench of evil in the air. Woe betide those with delicate senses such as my poor Zaza here. The shadow of that ghastly citadel falls heavily upon this place. I've seen many mighty structures fall to decay in my time. Such places often become home to predators. Keep your sights trained on what lurks in the fog, sirs. Sirs. Take care, Garmont. Whatever dangers these lands present, I'm sure what waits in that citadel will be worse. Aye, sister. Till that citadel is reached and justice is served, Zaza and I shall not fall. I just remembered. Wasn't really related to Garmont and Zaza or anything, but I did remember the existence of... Can these guys fuck off? Oh my god. I did remember the existence of an incredible little detail that I forgot to show last time, and I was meaning to. I remembered thinking during the video, hey, don't forget to go show that thing. And, well, I didn't show that thing, so, yeah. I'll talk about it in a second after this guy's killed. There we go. So... Our cloak. Simple protective guard, sewn through with flexible spines. After being captured and taken to the slab and then getting it back, it actually has more added to its item description. That it has the stench of wardens or flies or whatever on it. I'll show what the text is on screen here. And then, if you then, after escaping the slab, go splash yourself in water, it will say it only faintly smells like that, and then the next time, it clears that part of the item description altogether and goes back to normal. That is an incredible little detail, and I'm so sad that I missed it because I've been meaning to show it. Unfortunately, though, yeah, it's a little too late for that now. I already splashed myself in water a couple times since then, and I totally forgot to show it off, so yeah. There you are, though. It's a really cool little detail that is there and does exist, and I just wanted to let you know about it. Want to let you know that it exists. It goes to show how much love Team Cherry poured into this game, and yeah, you can see it from all over. It's like, I thought Hollow Knight was an extremely well-detailed game, but the more I've heard about Silksong's little details, I'm even more impressed with how detailed Silksong is. Like, this game is kind of crazy. Some of the details are borderline, like, are hitting the border of, I think there was a detail in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom where if you talk to an NPC, then points you in the direction of something, if the sun is present in that view they're showing you, they'll say, the sun's a little heavy, but you can see it through here, and if it's not there, they'll say, you can see it over there. That is such a cool little detail, and a lot of Silksong's details are on that level, so yeah, I am very impressed with this game. Oh, someone's carrying a delectable scent. Come to deliver us what you promised, missy? Sure, here's your fucking roach guts. Enjoy. I hope they taste terrible. Looks like the food that the family tries to feed you in Resident Evil 7, to be honest. That smells so overwhelming. I've never seen so many roach guts at once. Mention me, old mate. Get a grip on yourself. These guts still need cutting and cleaning and stewing. You got a lot of work ahead of you. Fine by me, Crawl, if it means such a feast. We'll be eating like they do up in the Citadel soon enough. What about you, missy? You be joining us for this exquisite meal? I'm afraid not, sirs. I must keep moving, and I fear the taste of such a delicacy is wasted on me. I was hoping as much two as two can sing, but three's too many, eh? Still, maybe this tool's enough for you to remember us by. Poured a weapon of me own making from when I used to wrangle the muck roaches myself. I bet you get some use from it. Ah, this is where you get the tax. Okay, I've also heard very good things about these. These are basically the sting shards, but for the floor. And so if you're fighting a grounded enemy, they'll just constantly take damage from this. And I think they linger for a really long time, too. So yeah, we'll definitely have to use these at some point. Beasts outside and their masters alike are all ensnared by this land's silken affliction. You are lucky bugs to have not succumbed. The haunting? Oh, he's got all that worked out. Benjamin and me are right pair of philosophers when we bend our minds to it. It's fate that gets you. It's all caused by being too devout. Oh, no. Yeah, or maybe not being devout enough. Or maybe it's safest not to think about it at all. My accent for these guys is very inconsistent. Also like Resident Evil 7 and Zoe's voice actor. We're all fine here, miss. Content like. Perhaps it was time you made your way, eh? Yeah, be on your way. And thanks for your help there. Alright, well, I'm at least glad I got one thank you out of them before I left. Alright, time to go free the guy, then we shall make further progress into this area and see what lies ahead. That sounds very fun. Oh, hi, sir. Hello, what's up? Okay. Going down this way. I might have the enemies follow me down here. That is fine. We can have our chat with this guy alone, because I don't think they're brave enough to follow me through the spikes. Here you are, sir. So, I am freed, despite no request of mine for aid. And I do not ask gratitude. The key merely fit the lock. If you choose, stay in here and wait till your shell hardens to crust. I love that. I love Hornet's dialogue. No, I shall depart shortly. With my way clear, my wish again propels me, though I tried to avoid it. Then safe journey, Tallbug. I'll not pry further. Clearly you bear your own burden. That's fine. Safe journey, Tallbug. This is Farloom, warrior. Safety is a myth. Damn right! This game has so many fewer, like, nice relaxation areas than Hallow Nest did. Farloom is way more dangerous. Oh god, okay. Perfect. What was I worried about? What was I saying oh god a bunch of times about? See how well that battle went? Oh man, the fact you have to bounce on this every time you want to sit back on the bench. It's kind of annoying, but also understandable. This game's difficult, what can I say? Oh no. Okay, good. They always swipe downwards, so that's something to keep in mind. You can get above them for their tails, you'll be out of the way of their attacks. Okay, cool. I love his laugh. He almost sounds like he's about to vomit, and knowing this place makes perfect sense. He probably is vomiting all the time. Alright, there we go. He was vomiting in his death. Now we know where all the muck maggots came from. It's from people like me killing these guys. I mean, yeah, it does make sense. Adding corpses onto an already disgusting area would make it more Oh god. Okay, you know, I was just debating in my head for a second there. I think I would like to be killing these guys, just so I can get their journal entry, and eventually never have to fight them again another day in my life. I should have switched on my new tool. What was I doing? I've got the tax. I got taxes to pay. Okay. I should also kill those guys up there a little bit more. Because, like, honestly, of all the areas in this game, I find myself backtracking to Sinner's Road very infrequently. Like, most of the time when I explored it in my first playthrough, it was here in Act 1 at this point in the game. So, from then on, I didn't see much reason to ever revisit it. Alright, well, I hope that dealt a lot of damage. Judging by the fact only one of those things hit you, probably didn't. And yeah, probably did. Wow. The damage from the Sting Shard is quite inconsistent, can I just say. I don't remember Rusty's damage system explanation video going over that. Meh. Alright, anyway. Bounce on that. Oh, I already hit that. I was about to say, hey, wait, isn't that a thing that I'm supposed to be able to hit? Alright, all that's left to go that we haven't been to yet is here. And something else secret somewhere else I passed right by and paid no mind to because we'll get to that. Oh, it's another room of these guys. Okay, so we have another chance to clear these guys. Okay, I thought we were about to go somewhere new. Well, we should be about to go somewhere new. That's what I was hoping for. Oh, thank God, I never have to fight them again. Yes! Okay, free you. Got that flea rescued, and then don't you break out of the cage. I remember one of these guys breaking out of their cage. I guess I'm wrong about that, because, yeah, none of them have so far. They have broken out of their cage, it's because their cage was already broken open. Okay, I think up here there's a secret wall somewhere? There's a breakable wall? Yeah, I think I know. I think I see it. Okay, we have to go through this route. Seems kind of annoying, but it's fine. Many things seem annoying in this game, and many things are annoying in this game. Some things aren't as annoying as they seem, though. Especially when you get to know them. Alrighty. Bam, 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 boom. Let's check this out. Say hello to infamy. The Bile Water. Everyone hates this place. And you know what? I might as well. I'm not really sure, honestly. I kind of liked this place more than I hated it, but then again, thinking about it, I don't know. Anyway, Bile Water is a place that we cannot fully explore for a very long time. However, we can still enter it and take a little look around, so I thought we'd do that. And yes, this is also something I did on my first playthrough of this game. After passing through this room for the first time, the platform in the middle disappears and you'll have to make a long jump to the wall instead. So, yeah, careful of that. Here's our first of potentially many traps we're going to be uncovering. No worries, though. We've dealt with traps before. We're prepared for this. Got 4 rosaries up here next to this guy. Only 4, that's great. And yet more of the muck maggot water. Lovely. Hiya. Okay, now, what's this trap gonna be? Okay, just a swingy. That's fine, that's fine. Jump across, jump up, get down. Hey, there's a new enemy. So these guys, they notice you, they'll fly towards you, do a little dash, kind of like a squid from the first game. Once you kill them, they'll explode and deal damage if you're too close. They're not the worst things in the world, and I think they actually might, they actually might respawn too, which is especially helpful because, yeah, you're gonna want to be able to store up your silk throughout this area, considering how much muck maggot water there is. Okay, down you go. We jump across, nothing there. I think we have to go up this way. This is the only way to go that I could see. Don't think I could. Yeah, this guy respawned, as you can see there. Great opportunity to farm for their journal entry, I guess. How? What's this? Oh, okay, very close. That one had 2 swingies. Ooh, they're stepping things up. I think you can use the traps against the enemies if you're fast enough. No great opportunities to do that here. Oh, the enemy itself triggered the trap. That's funny. Okay, bounce. Okay, we're getting rid of that immediately. We've barely taken any damage, so it's fine. And besides, I can also go back and farm for silk off this guy. Just as long as I don't get knocked into that water again, I'll be okay. I'll be A-O good, as Crazy Dave would say. Let me take a drink of water, because I can feel my throat getting hurty. And then I spilled a drop on myself. Isn't that nice? It's just 1 drop, it's fine. It's not hitting anything sensitive, I don't think, in the way of, like, wires or anything. It's just my headphone cord that it would hit, and I don't hear any glitching in my ears. And hopefully the microphone's still working. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's terrible. I hate that. I hate you, sir, for doing that to me, and I'm one away from being able to come over here. Thank you. Pow? Okay, good. All right. I didn't think that all those platforms down below would be crumbling, or else I would have probably prepared ahead of time. Now let me farm you guys for silk real quick. So much farming in this game, like, genuinely. If you take too many tries on a boss and using red tools is one of your strategies, you're gonna have to be farming shell shards eventually. And if you die too many times in a row, eventually you're gonna have to be farming rosaries because you don't have any left to buy any of the stuff you need. And then, in order to complete some of these fetch quests, you have to farm enemies and hope for drops. It's like, did this game really need grinding added? Like, Hollow Knight was a great game that didn't have grinding, so the fact they chose to add grinding to the sequel is certainly an interesting one. An interesting choice, I mean. Oh my god, okay, there we go. May as well heal. Only 2. I know that there was a breakable wall this way, and you know what? Let's take it. What's the worst that could happen? Though I feel like I remember this room, and I feel like there's a dead end up above, and I'd like to confirm myself if that's the case. Hi. Okay. There is not a dead end above. In fact, there is the opposite of a dead end above. It continues. Since this is a new area, naturally we have no map of it, so yeah, we're just gonna be kind of lost and confused for a while. Ugh. Okay, I would like to kill this guy on the wall so I can add them to my journal entry count, my kill count in the bestiary. Oh, I thought there was a breakable wall there that guy was revealing. Doesn't seem like it though. Ah! Wow, that deals 2 damage. Okay, good to know. I don't know why I stayed so close to that guy. You'd think I would know. Uh-oh. I think I hear a flea in danger. Oh, I sure do. And guess who's endangering them? These guys! I don't think we fought these guys before. These are thieves just like Grindel, but they are not Grindel. They are scavenging these corpses, and they attack you for daring to try and... okay, and every time they hit you, they take all your rosaries. Oh no, I'm almost dead. Okay, there we go. And they don't take all your rosaries, they just take a huge number of them. There we go. With the magnetite brooch, I just get them all right back, so it's not like that matters at all. Yay, you're free! Go back home. Go back home to the flea caravan with your friends. So, since the last recording of this game, my sister, my older sister has started playing this game, also a huge Hollow Knight fan. Actually, both my sisters are. My eldest sister has started playing this game, and she considers the fleas to be not as cute as the grubs from the first game. So, I think she and I are going to have a little talk later on, because they are both equally as adorable. Equally as wonderful to save. Anyway. Actually, well... as wonderful to save, in terms of the rewards you get, that's debatable. I'd probably say in terms of rewards, the grubs are better, but we'll see. Because I actually forgot what all the rewards for the flea caravan are. Then again, there's a lot of rewards for helping the flea caravan. Like, you get that one tool from them, and there's also another tool you get from them. You know, the exhaustive list of rewards you get from them. You get a bunch of tools. These guys... you know, so far, I've been enjoying Bile Water. Then these guys come in, and they ruin everything. Fuck these guys, seriously. Without setting up that trap ahead of time and getting this guy in the spawn, these guys absolutely suck to fight. Alright, can this guy spawn in? They'll slink around the background, occasionally popping up to attack you for a brief window of time, then they'll just slink back into the background, in which you can't hit them at all. Oh my god, you're not dead. Are you a different one? Is that a different one of that enemy attacking me? Then, once they spit those projectiles at you, they're so hard to dodge, I find myself just not even bothering and just tanking it. Which is what I was doing there. So yeah, I might be a little in danger soon. Seriously though, I fucking hate these guys. These are some of the most annoying enemies Team Cherry has ever made. And they made a lot of annoying enemies with the first game, but oh my god, these guys take the fucking cake so far. These are easily the worst enemies we've faced so far. Alright, I'm just gonna leave them for now. We'll have plenty of chances to explore Bile Water later on, so I'll save their journal entries until then. Bile Water, unlike Sinner's Road, is a place we will be coming back to multiple times throughout the game. Begrudgingly so. All right, we can see a fast travel here. That is exactly where we would like to hit. These are little bubble things. They explode in midair. They're like the bugs, except they're not bugs. Oh god, oh god, oh god. They're like the enemies, except they're not enemies. Are you still here? Fuck off. Yes, you go back in the background. See if I care. Stop shooting your stupid darts at me. Your stupid explosive darts. How my you and some more. All right, time to farm healing off of these guys. At least these guys are here to farm healing off of, and they'd still take a decent number of hits from my nails, or not my needle, sorry. So I can actually get a decent amount of silk from them. I was gonna say a decent number of silk. I guess that's also not far off. A decent number of silk spools. But still, I was saying silk, as in, like, the substance. Therefore, amount is preferable, according to my dad, who cares way too much about that. Anyway, there was actually, a funny story about that. There was one time, I think one of my family members was watching one of my videos, and I was complaining about that very thing. It was one of my Elden Ring videos, and my dad actually overheard it from the other room and reinforced his argument. It's funny. Anyway, I think we can climb up first. Let's do that. Oh, maybe we shouldn't. This is special area. Yeah, before we go up here, I haven't found a bench yet, so I think I'd rather go on ahead and try to find a bench before we continue up there. Okay, there's you. Oh, I thought for a second this thing was, like, moving as if it was a clock. I don't know. I thought it was moving automatically. It's just the impact of the explosion that sent it. Oh, hiccup. All fine. Does anyone else... Okay. Did anyone else, as a kid, just have these, like, flurries of hiccups attack them? Because, like, these days, I hiccup very occasionally, and it's usually when I'm recording videos and I talk for a long time. But then, like, I don't really hiccup multiple times in a row. It's just, like, one hiccup every now and then. But back when I was a kid, I would have these times where I would just hiccup and hiccup and hiccup and hiccup, like, over and over and over again. And you'd have to do these weird tricks to make it stop. But that hasn't happened to me as of recently. Does anyone else have the same experience? Because, like, it's kind of weird that the hiccup attacks would just stop happening as I get older, but I don't know, maybe it's some weird bodily health-related reason. Man, I'm still not even at the 600 cap yet. Floating down here. Aha, okay, we do have a bench, since this is a bellway, and bellways tend to have benches inside of them. I think there's only one that doesn't. One or two, maybe. Anyway, let's get this bellway unlocked so we can freely traverse from here to elsewhere. Please, please, please. Do, 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 do. The hatch opens, and I've sat here and I watched it the whole time, even though I have no need of Era's help yet. Also, someone has informed me that the Bell Beast is canonically female. So, good to know. To be honest, that kind of becomes obvious in, well, you'll see. Before I go to the left, I think I would like to head up. Hi-ya! Oh, that was fun. That was very fun. I very much enjoyed that. Okay, okay, you're good. Why am I freaking out over those guys so much? It's not hard. Just stay away from their explosions. I don't know, I'm trying to ham it up for the Let's Play, Oh god, okay, that's a reason to panic. See, when it flies towards you, that's a reason to make a panic sound. Not earlier, though. Okay. Ooh, secret. I just discovered a secret accidentally. Walked right into it. Very cool. Can't... So that we're gonna have to unlock from the other side. That's a shortcut. Interesting how you can discover that this early. I want to let you listen to the music in this place for a little bit, because it's really freaking cool. It's definitely one of the best parts of the area. Hope you could hear it well under all the game sounds. It is a very quiet piece when you hear it in-game, but I kind of like it that way. I'll be honest with you all. Silksong's soundtrack, I'm overall not that high on. Not that it's bad. None of the soundtrack is bad whatsoever. But a lot of the soundtrack, or a lot of the main area themes especially, just kind of blend into the background and aren't nearly as memorable as the first game's pieces. There are a few that stand out, however, and Biowater is easily one of them. Like, this is the best part of this area by far. And I don't even completely hate Biowater that much, so yeah. That's how good that music is. Okay, now that we're back here, why don't I freaking switch out my stuff? So, I've been meaning to go back to Wanderer's Crest and mess around with this a little more, so I think I will do that. We also just got a memory locket, so... actually, I think Reaper's Crest. Yeah, Reaper's Crest deserves this more. Sorry, Wanderer's Crest, but, you know, Reaper's Crest needs itself an extra tool slot. Let's put the mask on for that whenever I switch back to that crest. Then I think I would like to use Wanderer's Crest a little more, just because I barely used it when I first got it. At least I think I barely used it. So, yeah, we're gonna put this on for a little while. Then I'm gonna switch out my tools. Let's use the Tax. Let's put that on. Unfortunately, I can only equip one red tool with this crest, but it's fine. So, the Wanderer's Crest has a main ability. I don't know if the game actually said what it was. Okay, yeah, I still have these. Yep, indeed. However, its main ability is that it has a low chance of dealing critical hits to enemies. Oh yeah, there's also a harp thing. Does that have anything to do with anything? Hold on. I'm gonna go real quick, look up, see if I'm missing any more information on that. Okay, you have a 2% chance of dealing a critical hit when a bind is ready. So right now, I have a 2% chance of dealing a critical hit on an enemy. I don't know if there's a visual indication for this. I haven't noticed one if there is, but then again, I also haven't used the crest very much, so I might just be forgetting. Either way, it sounds pretty cool, so I think I'll use it for a little while. It's not the most helpful ability in the world whatsoever, but it's there. I feel like more of the reason to use the Wanderer's Crest is not only for the speed, but also for the basic Hollow Knight 1 pogo that you can use. Oh, you can swing it back and forth in midair. I didn't know that. All right, welcome to yet another new area. Yeah, we didn't even find the map for Biowater because it's actually inaccessible right now, and we've already stumbled somewhere else. The Mist. This is an area that you could totally complete right now, if you wanted to. In fact, I am technically going down an alternate route of Act 1 as we speak, of progressing through it. However, I'm planning to get to the end of this place and then eventually backtrack and go the main route through Act 1, which I think is a lot more climactic. So, this area, try going up. Now we're just in this area, and we're just in this new room. More of these cages and wooden platforms from Sinner's Road. No muck maggots in sight, though, so I'm very appreciative of that. Got a way to go this way, but also many ways to go over there. I guess we'll start left. And then that has spikes on it. Watch out for that. Then there's enemies. These guys, these are ghosts. They scream at you, and they will launch themselves at you. Okay, and they will apparently guide you into bear traps. Okay. Sometimes they lead their charges, sometimes they don't. Dodging them is very weird in my experience. Okay, Wanderer's Crest might not have been the best idea for this. I'm gonna... Hiya? Okay, perfect. What are they called? Wraiths. Okay. And I will not forget, I swear, I will not forget to check the Hunter's Journal at the end of this video this time. I've been forgetting that so often. 3 of those flies down there. Don't know what they're doing for us. Okay. Fighting these guys is scary. Yep. Oh, they deal, like, repeated damage. I think you have to break free from that. And they steal some of your silk, too. Being hit by these guys fucking sucks. So we definitely want to not do that. Wanderer's Crest may have been a terrible idea. Wow. Let's keep going down, I guess. Okay. If possible, defeat 8 more. Oh, man. I want to get their journal entry right now. For a specific... broke my mask. For a specific reason... Okay, there you were kind of leading the charge, but I don't know when they do that and when they just go for where you were before. And that's what makes them so frustrating to fight. Oh yeah, okay, why'd you go up there? I was nowhere near up there. I do not understand their behavior very well. Okay, I guess we'll take this downward area. Where the fuck are we going? So, funny story. On my first playthrough of this game, oh, this looks familiar. This is like the first room. Again, isn't it? Yeah, my first time reaching this point. I was still in Act 1. I played through Sinner's Road and Bilewater, had quite a few frustrations, especially due to the bush guys in Bilewater. And then I got here, and I was like, oh my god, a fucking another new place? And yep, indeed, it was a fucking another new place. Oh, that was lucky. Thank god I didn't get hit by that. And then I got here, and I wandered around blindly, not recognizing any new rooms, just kept finding new places to go, new directions that I haven't been to before, being hit by these guys all the time. It was so much so to the point that I was literally, like, yelling out loud, where the fuck am I, at the top of my lungs? And I was like, where the fuck is Chakra? Where the fuck is a map? Where am I going? Turns out, that's the whole point of this area. There is no rhyme or reason to these rooms, how they connect together, or anything. There is no map. This is all an illusion. It is a Lost Woods-esque sequence where you're supposed to be... You're gonna boot me into that next room, aren't you? That was mean of you. Anyway, yeah, it's a Lost Woods-ish section... Sorry, what the hell? Section where you're not supposed to find the way forwards easily. Or, well, there is a tell for the way forwards, but it's a... It killed the ghost. I'll take that. But it is a fairly obscure one, though thankfully not obscure enough for me to not figure it out. Play the needle in next to these bugs. They will light up and fly off in a direction. You then want to follow them into that direction. And then you also want to heal before you die. Hydrate before you die. Drink! That's what I mean. How am I supposed to know they're gonna lead the charge? If I don't jump, then they'll charge into me. If I do jump, there's a chance they'll lead the charge and thus dash right into me. It's like, you're playing a 50-50 every single time you try to dodge one of their attacks. Maybe there's some pattern to it, but I don't know. Maybe it's like you have to do short hops, not full, like, hold down Z the entire time. Okay, I guess these guys flying ahead is supposed to kind of give you the indication that you're supposed to do something with them. But yeah, you want to find a group of these flies, play the needle in. Apparently the solutions for, like, which doors you have to go in next are more or less consistent between runs through this place. But yes, every time you go through a door, you will be deposited in a random other room. There is no rhyme or reason. Even the first room, I think, is random. So yeah, want to go up first. Hit you. If you get a room wrong, there's no indication. You just keep going. You just keep spiraling into confusion. I kind of like it. But it did also add to my feeling of frustration when I got to this point the first time. But of course, like, that's not the game's fault. That was my fault for being tilted. Alright, you guys, I assume I just go this way. But yeah, no need for that. Careful not to play the needle in too long, lest you use up a spool of silk when you don't need to. I think if you cancel the needle in playing... oh dear. Okay, here we go. I think if you cancel the needle in playing, it doesn't, like, keep the progress on your silk spool. I think, like, all the progress towards losing a silk spool you would have had, or you would have been made, gets lost. Haven't actually confirmed that, though. Okay, I should be close to getting these guys' journal entries. Ah! Oh yeah, I've also been told you can extend the Threadstorm attack if you keep pressing the button afterwards, which is a very obscure thing the game never tells you, so there you go. I have now told you. Just like that other person has told me. Thank you for the info, by the way. I assume you're watching this. How's it going? Alright, through here. Okay, this appears to be the correct spot, so you just have to get it, like, you have to get, like, 2 or 3 rooms correct? Or no, I think I remember. This is just a progress marker to let you know you're doing it right. Good game design. I like that. But I don't think we're done just yet. No, we're not. Oh, they might turn up the difficulty, actually. I don't remember all these swinging things before. Okay, unfortunately, there's nowhere good to use the tax right now. Maybe this was a terrible, god-awful choice for Tool. Oh my god. I have a habit of picking, like, Hollow Knight abilities at the worst possible times. Okay, watch out for that. That comes from the ceiling. Then there's a platform down. Ah, okay, there was a platform down there. Okay, gotta find... Come on, really? Really? You didn't grab the ledge, Hornet! You're supposed to grab the ledge! Why are all these guys here now? Okay, odd. Well, now I have to do that all over again because someone didn't recognize the ledge when it was right next to her, right there, it was rubbing up against it. Okay, I will acknowledge that is a genuine issue with this game. Sometimes the ledge grabs just don't work for no reason. I don't understand. All right, where are we going this time, boys? To the bottom right corner. All right, awesome. Come on, I was right there next to the fucking ledge. That is such BS. First game never did that. Actually, no. First game also had a problem with this platforming. Sometimes, when you use the Mantis Claw on a wall, I think it would not, like, recognize your jump inputs for a while sometimes. It was this weird little bug. It would trigger on occasion. Not terribly often, but still often enough to be annoying. Where, like, you slide down the entire wall and your jump just doesn't work for some reason. That absolutely does happen in the first game. I've noticed it. And so has my sister. Who's, again, big Hollow Knight fan. We're going this way. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Wanderer's Crest was such a terrible idea. Oh my god. I'm not able to hit them at all. It's like, Wanderer's Crest is really fast, but you can't hit flying enemies with it. And flying enemies are the ones you want to be hitting, you know, like consistently, so they die and get out of your way. Alright. I think I might... I'll keep the tax on, but I might be switching crests next time I get to a bench. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Oh god. Okay. I guess we're taking the fight down here, lady. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Why'd you stay going down there? Alright, there we go. It's like sometimes their target is exactly where you were as they screamed. Sometimes it's where you are currently as they're making the charge. Sometimes it's ahead of where you're going, and there's no tail, as from what I can tell. Oh, maybe it's like the pitch of their screams. Nah, that was about the same. But they make two different scream sounds, don't they? I'm just wondering if, like, their scream changes depending on which, what they're aiming for. Okay, that I could not tell. That sounded the exact same as other screams they made. I don't know. I don't think there's a pattern. Did I just take 3 damage from that one? Or was I at 4 health beforehand? Okay, I've actually forgotten which direction I should be going. I'm gonna guess right? Yes, okay. Right is right. Just like water is wet. Or something. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Alright, let you fall. Okay, gotta get you out of here. Neat. We're taking the fight this way, I guess. Any traps? No? Good. Goody, 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 goody. Okay. That felt kind of like a special scream, but I don't know. It's so hard to tell. I'm looking for patterns where there probably aren't any. Seeing something where there is nothing. Okay. Directly right. Gotta keep going the right way. I just made that pun 5 seconds ago. It's not funny anymore. I gotta get new jokes. Bam, okay, here we go. Keep on keeping on. Let's get more, okay. Skill? Oh, I should have done the extended threat storm, especially if you're gonna steal my silk right after. I need that silk to play the music. You must understand! Okay, good thing you were just 1 hit away. Okay. Don't play the needle any longer than you need to save on silk. Oh no. Really now. I wish I could get them stuck in a bear trap, but they're kind of ghosts. I don't think that's gonna happen. We're down here now, I guess. Okay, here we go. Down? That's where they went? I need to find another batch. There's another batch over here. Another batch, like they're food or something. Music's getting more intense as we go. Okay, yes, we're going directly down. Very cool, very cool. All right, come on, guys. How much longer? Ah, there's so many of these things now. Like, you can't avoid fighting them. It's like they fly through walls, so if you try to run past, they're just gonna hit you. So I wonder. Never mind. I'll wonder this later. Okay. One left. Let this be the last one, please. I don't want to fight any more of these guys than I have to. I got you! I almost did the extended threat storm. Didn't really, though. Okay, bye! see you up in space! Alright, I should try to, like, dash away whenever they— Come on, really? Another one! Okay, you can hit those to disarm them. I think I forgot that before. There we go. Heal. Back to full. I think they just went this way, right? Yes, okay. Progress. Progress is being made. Music has stopped, and in the distance, we can hear machinery. By the way, haven't drawn attention yet to the big, vent we saw earlier in Biowater. Wonder what that's connected to. Okay, sure, I'll take it. I've been through worse. Thank you for leading me here, guys. Now I'm covered in maggots. Oh, how I love to be covered in maggots. So this thing is releasing all this mist and presumably causing a hallucination that we just walked through. We enter inside. This is the exhaust organ, where all the exhausted folk go. That's what I was about to say. This guy is a new enemy. I want to say, yeah. Wait, are they? Oh, they're not apparently. Okay, no, we have seen them before. Okay, they're just a bat. You get it. You saw them die. You know exactly how they work. Right. So yeah. So about this maggot thing, can I? Yes. Get out of the way, Silk. Thank you. Okay. Let me switch off of Wanderer's Crest. That's the wrong menu. Here we go. Let's switch back on Reaper. I think Reaper sounds a lot more fun right now. I don't have a memory locker for you, but I do have Tax. You know what? Sure, let's do Poisonous Tax. Unless I have a better idea for something to use. Weave Light, I mean, sure, lets me use skills a little more, but I don't know if we really need that. Let's use the Tax. I hope the Tax will be useful on what's coming up here. I really do, otherwise I'm about to make a fool of myself. Hi, sir. Get reaped. Get reaped to death by me. Alright, up there's nothing. Got more of this vent. Is this all the mist? I guess it is. Okay. If that hits you, I think that deals 2 masks of damage, just like everything else. Cool. And okay. I just needed to check if there was anything up, but I don't think there is. And this organ must be exhausted having to run all these pipes all the time. Get it? No, not that funny. Ooh, Silk Eater. We want as many of those as we can. There's plenty of annoying places to drop your cocoon in this game. Neat. Also sounds like someone is playing this organ up above, if you can hear in the distance. Through all the fucking vent sounds. I'm sure that wasn't important. Hi there. I want to say you can play the needle in here. Hey, one of those figures looks familiar. She spun us to fade. Why us, sister? She spun us to break. Why us? She spun us to fade, and I think that's it. She spun us to break. Why us, sister? Okay. One of those 2 shadowy figures is Lace. And I guess she was calling the one trapped in this thing sister? Okay. Interesting. So we've created a platform to let us climb up here much faster, thankfully. Anything this way? No. We just need to keep going up. Lots of build-up for whatever this is. This better be good! Oh, don't worry. It is very, very good. What is this? Hold on. I'm worried that I'm, like, stepping a little too Oh, no, okay, we're just exiting at the top. Okay, that's fine. No reason to go out there yet, though. There's more to see in here first. Climb past the spikes. Thankfully, no heat vents in this one. There's still one last one to get past. And then... Oh, wait, we got two options. Can't just say "and then" yet. Okay, it's just Silk. Alright. I'm already full on that, sorry. Don't need any more. And then... it's time to fight. Oh, that was really cool. Phantom! This boss, I remember being a fantastic ride. Let's go. Okay, got 3 stabs. You got a launch attack. You can throw the pin into the ground and then follow after it. Pretty cool. Got anything more than that? Why do you sound like a monkey? Almost. I'm sure you're not a monkey, but still. Got a cool voice, though. Sorry for insulting it, calling it a monkey's voice. That was not very nice of me. All right, let me throw all these attacks on the floor, because you do spend quite a little bit of time on the floor, even though you do jump in the air quite a lot. If I can cover the whole floor in attacks, that would be extra useful for my cause. Oh, no! Oh, no, that was a parry move. Okay. Lace wasn't able to do that, was she? Because, yes, that's the thing. Phantom here will sometimes guard with their pin, and if you do that and hit them, they will launch into a flurry of attacks afterwards. Very, very dangerous. Avoid at all costs. Okay, and then watch out for that. Watch out for the big shockwave. Then I want to get that orb. Okay. KK slider. Accidentally saying K 3 times in a row there. Not my best look, I will admit. Alright, at least I saved it with KK slider. That's what I meant to say, you know? God. Alright, anyway. Perhaps I shouldn't have drawn attention to it. That made it worse. Gotta replenish the tax. Oh god, oh god. Oh, this looks like a phase 2. Okay, no, it's just a flurry of this attack in a row. Should be fine. Okay, perfect. Perfect. What a fun boss this is, man. I love it. Gonna heal in the air, because I can. Hey guys, what do you call it when you're fighting a flying enemy and tax isn't effective? Tax evasion! I had to. In the middle of a boss fight, you know? I thought of it while I was fighting, and it was just too good for me to let it pass. Wow, you know, this boss, I have to say, for being at the end of quite tough areas, not that hard. And I remember, I think I beat it first try in my first playthrough. I don't think I've ever died to Phantom. Whoa! Okay. After parry, go! Learned the Silk skill cross-stitch. You learned this skill from a battle and not having it bound into your freaking DNA or whatever. Bind Silk around the needle to deflect enemy attacks and instantly strike back. This skill is really fun, though I only have like a couple of boss fights in the future where it's super useful, so I might end up using Threadstorm by far the most, but I'll be sure to switch this on from time to time because it is really good. It basically works the exact same as Phantom's own parry move did in the attack. If you have a little deflect, it does cost 4 silk spools just like everything else. You have a little deflect, and if you manage to time it properly, you can only hold it for that little, yeah, like I'm holding F there. It's for that little bit of time. If an enemy attack hits you, you will block it and then unleash a flurry of attacks on them, and you will be invincible the entire time. It's fantastic, honestly. There's one battle in particular much later in the game that this is very useful on. As for everything else, well, I guess I'll just have to try it on more battles than I tried it before and see. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. We have a little thing here that unlocks. I am not going to take it. What I have just done is actually very nearly progress to the second act of the game. This is a way that you can access the second act, but it is not the way that I want to. So I'd rather just come over here, grab the ability, do it all we can, and then I'm gonna head back to the main path. Because I find the main path to be a much more cool climactic way. Sorry if you didn't want me to spoil the fact that that was the ending to the thing, but yeah, I wanted to clarify why I was going to come all the way to this point and then say, we're doing this later! Maybe I could have made up a lie like, from this point on, we need an ability we don't have yet, so I may as well just stop you right here, even though that's not true. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, there's that. Let's head to the top of the organ, because I think there might be a few more extra things to see out here. So, Phantom there. I've been calling them a they, but I'm pretty sure she is a she, right? Wraith age, their frayed form. Okay, Hornet calls them they. Suggests this being strung from silk, one who welcomed a decisive end in combat over a slow decline. Mortal creature tasked alone to expel the Citadel's choking refuse. Their talent with a long pin is unmatched. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stick with they, because the Hunter's Journal says so. I mean, this lore dump right here kind of implies that she's a she, but, you know, they works. I'll just go with they. Oh, this isn't the way we have to go. Okay. Let's climb up. Hiya! Yes, here we go. Here is the upper exit onto the exhaust platform. Hold on. I was gonna... exhaust platform. No, I meant to say exhaust organ. There we go. Anything else this way? I think this is just an alternate route to climb up here if you want. Or maybe this is an alternate route to something else I shouldn't be doing yet. Oh no, it's to a flea! Okay, we'll rescue this flea. There you go! How many of you have I saved so far? I should go back and check. And actually, there is a reason to visit the flea caravan. I, however, would like to backtrack to a bench and end this video, for we are over 1 hour. And then, in between this video and the next video, I'm going to look up and see if there is anything else accessible in Act 1 that we haven't done yet. And then we're probably gonna progress to the end of this thing. That's my current plan. Oh boy, where does this go? Where does this go? Oh, I think this is actually looping back into Sinner's Road. I think this is fine. I was worried this would take me onwards into Act 2. I don't want to be there yet. I don't want to go. Don't bring me there. I'm losing all my silk from these fucking maggots. Oh my god, so annoying. No breakable wall there. Nothing down here. Nothing in this whole freaking room, it seems. I can bounce along this, right? Almost. I almost can. Not really, though. Okay, jump up. Jump up, get down. It always sounds to me like they're saying jump, and get down, but I know it's not. Breakable wall, breakable wall, breakable wall, breakable wall, breakable wall, breakable wall. No, okay. Ah, here's the entrance to the mist. So this is what the room actually looks like now that the illusion has been disabled. I suppose us defeating Phantom took that away? Aha. Yes, welcome back to Sinner's Road. So, I was just, earlier this video, I was just here climbing on this wall and there was a breakable wall right there. I now know that it exists. On my first playthrough, I didn't know it was there, but now I do know it was there and I was deliberately ignoring it because I think entering the mist through Bile Water, through that first visit there, was a little bit cooler, just to me personally. I guess let's get back down to a bench and end this thing. Yeah, oh no, I have to make precarious jumps. God damn it. God damn it, I actually have to try at this video game. At this difficult video game. I mean, I have to actually put in effort before I can end before I can end videos. So annoying. Alright, we're here. I think you could just barely make that. Yeah, you can. Assuming the ledge grab works properly. Alright. Next time on Hollow Knight Silksong, we're gonna wrap up all remaining optional content. Actually, do I want to end the video on this bench? No, I don't. We're going to the flea caravan. Or better yet, how about Bellheart's bench? Hey, we got a new pilgrim in the back there. That's pretty cool. I like how the pilgrims come in and out of these towns over the course of the game. Next time on Hollow Knight Silksong, we will start clearing up optional stuff in Act 1, and if there's enough time, we may very well head all the way to the end. Thank you all for watching. If you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.
La la la.